Morning everyone, and welcome to the end of month colouring pages. So I did quite well this month and I'm really pleased with the majority of them. There's just one that's questionable, but on the whole I'm really pleased with what I did. So let's see. So I did a page in Tales from the Forest Kingdom. This is fast becoming one of my favourite Hannah Carlson books, and I've done a numbering here and I plan on doing another one this month. So I did this little number. Let me adjust you and bring the camera in a bit so you can see him. This little sleeping mouse in his PJs. Isn't he adorable? It just jumped out at me. I'm sorry, I'm a bit breathless. I'm not sure why. Just feeling a bit breathless today. So I did a medium watercolour base on here. I used black acrylic paint for the background. I used my Prismacolor pencils, and then quite a lot. Derwent pastel watercolours as a base. My Artex acrylic markers. I don't know what were they for. It might have been for the streaks on the mushroom. I'm not sure. Oh, the dots on the mushroom. Yeah. White gel pen, and that's about it, if that wasn't enough. But I'm so pleased with how he came out. I've cut quite a bit off, haven't I? I want you to see the little caterpillars. There we go. Yeah, I'm really, really pleased with how it came out. I love this book. So it's just right up my alley, all this stuff. You've seen all these in previous pages, but yeah, it's just right up my alley. I love it. Absolutely adore this book. So plenty more to come in there. So there we are. That's my first one in Hannah Carlson's Tales from the Forest Kingdom. And then I went on a bit of a finger slipping episode on Amazon and Etsy, and in the whole time that I've been colouring, I haven't owned a proper Tatiana Bogema book, and I love her work. So I ordered this great big hoofing one. It's massive, and it's the collection of books 4 to 11. And this is the questionable one. This is the one that I wasn't so completely happy with. So I did this little guy. Let me just straighten it up for you. So I used alcohol markers as a base for some things, look. And then white gel pen, the Dragonfly paint glaze, and glossy accents. So yeah, he's got on his little bug eyes, he's got glossy accents on his eyes, and then there's just Dragonfly glaze and a little bit of stickles on his wings. So I'm pleased with it, don't get me wrong. What is this then? So this, I don't know whether that's I think it might have just gone round with prismas round my stencil and then lightly came out with it. So the paper did crinkle a little bit where I put the Dragonfly glaze on, because it is just Amazon print, but so many more beautiful, beautiful pages in this great big hefty book to colour. So yeah, I might have to do a bit of a haul video because I've got a number of new books. So that was page number 2, which is, oh, nice little town mouse collection, books 4 to 11. I'm going to have to make myself a little pile somewhere safe. Here, okay. And then book number 3, I started, I did a live with my sister on her channel, and I started this on there, and I did this one. Hang on. No, bear with me. Such a beautiful book. I did Selkie. If you follow me on Instagram at all, you'll have seen I posted this picture. My sister chose it, and like I say, I started it on the live and I just got as far as doing some of her face, I think, and based a few of the leaves with watercolours. So I used again my medium paints, and I used polychromos for this. I like using my polychromos in Linda Ravenscroft's books, and I used the white acrylic Artex pen to help me out with some of the sheen on her sword. I don't know what that's got on it, a little bit of glaze by the look of it maybe. But I'm thrilled with her. My sister wants this one. Whenever I colour a picture for my sister, bless her heart, she puts them on her wall always. And she specifically chose this one, so I'm going to have to photocopy it and keep a photocopy because my sister Rebecca is desperate for this picture. So I had so much fun doing it, and I'm just so happy with how she came out. I think she's adorable. So, I don't know if I told you what book that was, jumping into that all excited. because I'm really pleased with the pictures that I did this month. I think that was the first one I've done in this book. And this is Linda Ravenscroft Fairy and Fantasy Art Painting and Colouring Book 7. Adore Linda Ravenscroft. Then as a Colour With Me on the channel, we did together a page out of the Colouring Heaven Wingling Special by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. And we did this first page, which is Peppermint Dragonling. I like to keep my magazines pristine if I can. So we did this I copied it onto some paper. She's got glossy accents, and I think I need to change my glossy accents because it makes her eyes look dull. So I used the Artex pencils, the 72 set. Oh yes, we put the Artex to the test. I used the Artex pastel markers, their acrylic paint marker pens, their metallic acrylic pens, glossy accents and diamond stickles. So I'm hoping you can pick up the diamond stickles there, and the glossy accents are on her eyes. There we go. But I think I need new glossy accents because it's got like a coloration to it and they should be absolutely clear. But yeah, so I'm really happy with how she came out, and Artex served me well. They were absolutely brilliant, and I followed Jasmine's colours from finding Jasmine's work on the internet, and I followed her colours and just changed it up a little bit for myself, so it was my work. But I'm thrilled to bits with how she came out. You've got to love a bit of Jasmine Beckett, haven't you? She's just amazing. So that was my subscription copy of Colouring Heaven's Wingling Special. Then I did a page in Circle of Life, which is Melopanini Chats. And I leave it there because I just couldn't do it justice. And I did the little hedgehog page, I think he's... Well, I'm calling him a hedgehog. And I don't care if he's not. So this is wax paper. It's for food. So if you just put in Amazon wax paper for food, these different designs will come up. So I had it when I was diamond painting, so I'm going to have to order some more soon. So I did this little guy. Let me bring you in. I don't think there's too many frills or fuss on here, to be honest. It just is what it is. And I used, it says Arteza Paint Metallic. Where would I have used? Oh, I did. Yes, I did. Arteza Metallic Paint, my Black Widow pencils, and a black gel pen and a white gel pen. So if I tilt it, you should, there, on the little dandelion things and the dragon wings, you should be able to pick up on that metallic, hopefully, and the green leaves that are falling. And I just adored doing this page. It was just so much fun. The Black Widows work really well on this paper. I had no trouble with any bleed through because the paper is lovely. And then just a little bit of white gel pen around the dragonflies, which I didn't do the greatest of jobs, so I might have to go back in and do that, but he's just the cutest little guy, isn't he? And was screaming at me to colour him, so I did. Oh, I think, yeah, those leaves as well, I don't know if you're picking up on those, but they're metallic too. I hope that my lighting allows you to see that. So yeah, I'm really happy with him. Lovely little guy. And that was just, like I say, Black Widows, the Artesian metallic paints, and a white and black gel pen. And I'm really chuffed with how he came out. He's just delicious. So that's another page complete in the beautiful Circle of Life by Mellopanini Chats. And then I got, a while ago in a haul, I got, actually won this on eBay, the Colouring Heaven collection, so not from my subscription. I got the Holly Hobby book, and I remember Holly Hobby as a little girl. In fact, I think I had one of the dolls, and so I did this little fella. And again, I'm really happy with how he turned out. The boots could have come out a little bit better, but you can't win them all, folks. So what did I use for this? I did Black Widows again and the Artex paint pens. So I did, the paint pens would have been the little detailing bits on the shirt and bow tie and hat, and alcohol markers as a base. Why haven't I written that down then? But anyway, it was alcohol markers as a base, and then I used pencil and acrylic paint pen over the top. And I printed off the version that I copied, and I know mine's darker, but there's the original one that from the internet, and then that's mine. So that's, I want the Holly Hobby book to be how I remember it, so I felt it was important to get the colours right. I know mine's darker, but I'm really happy with how he came out. I mean, what a cute little fella. Yeah, I hope you like it. I was really happy, really thrilled with that. And I'm actually coloured in the book. So I'm trying to break that you have to photocopy them, and I can't just put them straight in the book. So when I've hopefully broken that mould, and I can carry on doing that, because the pencils worked beautifully in here. I didn't have any problem with them. So I'm thrilled with him. Lovely little guy. And then I want to do this little lady, the original. This is what, when I think of Holly Hobby, that's what I think of. So I want to do her. So that was my Holly Hobby picture from the Colouring Heaven collection. Alright. Then we did together when Rita Berman, the wonderful Rita Berman, sent me a copy of her new book, My Trip Round Asia. And I was lucky enough to have her sign it for me. Isn't that wonderful? What a lovely lady she is. She really is. As well as a fantastic artist, she's really lovely. We did, together, we did the henna hand, I'm calling it. So this is a colour with me on my channel. There is stickles on there, on the, what I'm calling raindrops. I don't know if the camera picks them up very well. Might be better like that. And we used Prismas, because I was requested, I've had quite a few requests saying, please can you colour with Prismas, Lucy, so that we can follow along. So I'm more than happy to do that. I love my Prismas. Love my Prismas, my Polys, and as you'll see, my beautiful gift set of the Holbeins. So I used Prismas, Posca pens, and I used down here, I'm hoping there you go, that is Rebecca over at the Art Spirits yellow gold paint, and then just, even if it wasn't blingy enough, I stickleized around the edge. And I've forgotten that little ring, but never mind. And I'm thrilled with how it turned out for my first page in this spectacular book. I'm thrilled. And while I was searching for this, because I did order myself a second copy, as you know, I like a practice copy, and I wouldn't want to fluff this one up because it's got Rita's signature in it. While I was looking for, on Amazon Germany, for Rita's book because it was out in the UK. I came across this most incredible, beautiful book, which I'm gonna do a flip through. It reminds me of Clara Markova, but it was just magical. And it came up in a suggestion and I grabbed it. It was mine. So yeah, so that's a colour with me on the channel, as was the Wingling special one. So that's the beautiful Rita Berman's My Trip Round Asia. And then I did this gorgeous book from Petra, and I got this from Instagram. You have to email her on Instagram and she sends you payment details and then ships the book out, and it is like watercolour paper. It is the most incredible book. The title I translated. Now I used a app on my phone, so don't shout at me if I've got it wrong. Give me points for trying. It translates as 7 Flowers colouring book for lovers of natures and flowers. I don't know if that's right, but that's what my phone came up with, and I think that's a lovely title. So when I first got the book, I did the rose the other month and loved it. This paper is just beyond gorgeous, and so some of the pictures you get and you can copy them, which I love to do. They're just spectacular, and she will be coming out with a new book shortly. So I did this page. So this is Petra's and this is mine, just in case you needed telling. And let me just see on my little diary. I use my lovely Holbeins because this book is so special. And there were so many of these colours that Holbeins had got, and so I hadn't used them because I've been keeping them special since Cheryl sent them to me. And I thought, what better book to use them in than a precious book like this. So yeah, this took a number of days. So I started, put it to one side, pulled it back out again, and I missed this leaf. No, now I'm gonna have to find my colours. Oh, that's devastating. Oh, never mind. I've got the Holbeins by the side of me. I'll have to just fish out the colours that I think they were. But I did thoroughly enjoy doing this. And but it is a labour of love when you're copying something as intricate as this. It does take a bit of time to do. So this literally just was my Holbeins. I used a white gel pen for some of the highlights. If I'd gone in a bit dark somewhere, I used the white gel pen over the top and then sort of used my finger to blend it through. And I used a black gel pen just to bring out the little seeds on this that weren't there. So I'm absolutely thrilled. Gutted that I've missed this leaf, but absolutely thrilled with how that came out. And isn't it funny, I'm even more pleased now I go back and look. When I'm colouring stuff, I'm really critical with myself. But when you go back and look at the finished page, excuse me, I'm more happy than I was when I thought I'd finished it. So yeah, this is just a magic book, and I will definitely be getting Petra's new one. So there's that one. Anyway, enough waffle about that. And then I think I've done enough serious colouring, so I did the wonderful 50 Summertime Mandalas, because who knows how much time we've got left. Not a lot, I wouldn't think, of summer. And there's only a week left of school holidays. I know all you parents out there will be going, yeah, school holidays are over, but I'm not. So this is 50 Summertime Mandalas by Camilla Angelicova. Did that a while ago, and I did this one this month, and I made this a Victoria plum tree, and it's got stickles around the edge. I couldn't put it anywhere else, it didn't feel fitting, so I did a red border and put stickles around it. So this is an alcohol base, and then excuse me. and then Prismas and Diamond Stickles, and that's it. And I'm really pleased with how this little image came out. So I did, as you'll see on the back, based the plums, the tree and the sky, and then I went in with a little bit of paler blue just to give it, to break up the solidness of the image, if you like, and then used Prismas to shade the leaves and the plums and the tree and everything. And I love it. I just love it. I love these books. When you've done something like that serious page in there, these are what I call real relaxing colouring pages, and thoroughly enjoy it. So I've done that one in here a while ago, like the fruit salad, and I did the sunset scene, and now my plum tree, and yeah, I couldn't be happier. So I'm not a seasonal colourist. I do believe that if I want to colour a page in here, I will. At any point, like that one. Oh, there's a cherry one. Oh, anyway, okay, so that was 50 Summertime Mandalas by Camilla Angelicova. And then last but not least, I had a lovely message on Instagram to say that somebody that watches my channel, bless them, had ordered this, and it had taken such a long time to get to them, but they'd now got it and they were really looking forward to doing a colour along that I did way back. I think it was the second colour along that I ever did, and we emulated the front cover then, and we did this together. So that is on my channel as a colour along. A very nervous Lucy right back at the beginning, but it is there if you want to have a look. And I just did this little man. I just did this little fella because I couldn't resist. So if we just come in a little bit, you've got to enjoy his cuteness. So he's sailing in a walnut half, a walnut shell, and his little sunflower is supposed to be keeping the sun off him, but I gave him a little pink tummy, very pink cheeks, just so it looks like he's very hot. Got a bit of sunburn, as we've all suffered this summer. And then instead of using stickles, I just went in with a white gel pen and put some little sparkle dots on the water. And again, really good fun. Alcohol base, because I've got over this not liking having that on the back. I'd rather have a lovely image that I'm really happy with and enjoyed colouring than worrying about it going through on the back. So this was just, again, alcohol markers, Prismas and white gel pen and Posca. I put the dots on the sunflower with Posca, and this was the white dots here was the jelly roll, and I'm thrilled with him. I love him. And I'd forgotten all about these little books until this lovely lady messaged me and said, Lucy, it came, I can follow your video. If you haven't seen them, there is a series. There's very nice colouring book. There's a bear one and a rabbit one. The rabbit one's called Happy Hoppers, and I think the other one's very nice colouring book. Something like that. Unless it's in here. This is volume 1, so it won't be. But they are slightly grey-scaled. It's more, oh, I do apologise, let me come back out. It's more pointillism style to give you that scaling, but I love it. Catching some shade. Popsicle Paradise. They're just adorable. And you get the names, so Maxwell, Muzzy, Mudpie, Monica and Amanda appear in this picture. And on the back, you've got the little characters. And this is by Ellen... yeah, that name. There is a flip through on my channel of all 3 colouring books. I think it's titled 3 Very Cute Colouring Books or something like that, but it's way back at the beginning. It'll be in my colouring book flip through playlist. So, but yeah, let's just end the note with our little sunbathing dude. So here he is. my gorgeous little fella. I'm thrilled with my pages this month. I've worked hard, I've done some very serious colouring, and also had some really good fun with these little images. And so I hope you like them. I'm really, like I say, really pleased, and I had a blast doing them. I am going to come back with a flip through of this most fantastical book that was suggested to me, and I've translated every single page because it is in German. Excuse me, just having a sip of drink, so that when I do the flip through for you, we can hopefully understand. I'm not sure the translation's completely 100% perfect, but at least we'll understand. So that's my colouring pages for August. Can you believe that it is September tomorrow? What happened? 1 minute it was a build up to the summer holiday, and now gone. The next thing to look forward to is Christmas. I've said it, yes, the C word. Alright, my beautiful friends, thank you so much for watching and sticking with me. I really appreciate every single one of you watching and liking. It really helps my channel to grow, and so that I can keep bringing you content and keep having a blast doing so. So until we meet again in the next couple of days for this gorgeous book, get your purse strings ready or cover your eyes and ears, because I don't know anybody that wouldn't want it. It's just fabulous. Alright, beautiful friends, I will let you go and stop my incessant ramblings as ever. So until we meet again in the next few days, take really good care of yourselves. Bye bye.